Welcome back for episode 22, where we start researching to make iron bars. In this episode, we will be researching pottery. We already have the smelting book, and we will be researching blacksmithing so that we can make our tools. Now, first, let me get off the title screen. Excuse me. As you see, I did not quite finish the bloomery. I held one board back so that you could actually see that this bloomery gets finished. In the storage, it goes. Where'd it go? 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 Oh no, it's just say here collect because everything was full. All right. So what we'll do is we'll take the bloomery, place it right here. So the only thing is missing is the fuel. So, and we had 4 more coal right here, or crushed coal. So we could throw this crushed coal into here. Now we'll have power once we start getting things. So we'll have to make that anvil, but we got to get iron first. Downside is this room is only 60 tiles, and the problem is we're at 58 of 60. So in order to put the pottery wheel down here, we'd have to make this room bigger. And we really do not have too much more room in order to do that. But we'll have to see how much the pottery wheel takes that we built. So if we come here and we find our pottery wheel, it requires 16 meters of free space. So we'd have to open that room up and give it another 6 tiles of floor. Which we can do with no problem. So ultimately this has got to go in there too, and it requires what's it require? It requires wrong table. That was made over here. The grindstone requires 18, so we'd actually need 36 space in order to stick everything down there. So first off, let's check our research. Storage, we have the smelting book right there that we have not learned. We did not do pottery yet. So we need to craft the pottery book. So in order to require the pottery book, we need to do 5 engineering advanced pages, which is 10 water wheels and 10 windmills. So let's do this. And that means we need to make 5 of these. So now we need to make windmills and water wheels. And unfortunately, it's going to take quite a bit. Because this is going to take 60 linen. No, 120 linen. 12 per windmill. And then the lubricant we have no problem doing. But here we're going to also need 80 whole planks. So let's see, did we do any lubricant? Do we have any lubricant sitting around? Does not look like we have any lubricant. Oh, we got 3. So we're going to need more than that. So we need hang on. So in order to, we need it for the water wheel, we need it for the windmill, we need 4 per. And for the water wheel, we need 4 per. So since we need 10 water wheels and 10 windmills, we need 80 lubricant. And lubricant is here. And we're going to get 4, so we need to do 20 crafts. Which means, and if you ever see this down here when you're eating your food, it's just telling me that I haven't had a campfire roast for a while in my stomach, so it's asking me to eat one. And what that does, that gives me the craving satisfied for campfire roast, 10%. Adds to my bonus. Okay, so we'll need 2 tallow per, which means we need a total of 40. So in order to make 40, we have to come over here to render meat. Tallow. 1 for every 10. So we need 40. Yeah. I mean, we could do some buffaloes, but I don't really... I mean, the charred meat we could eat. It'd be a lot more fat than protein. So, I mean, we'd have to go find some bison. And we're already make either that or just make more roasts. So we get 2 more here, so every 5 that we make. We get 4 more lubricant, or 4 more renders. So we need more meat. How much more scrap we need? We just made 40. Still need another 230. Of course you need to go out, woman. Why do you gotta be such a pain after I just started recording? Alright, give me a couple minutes on this episode. I have to take my dog out real quick. She finally decided she needed to go. So I will be right back in less than 5 minutes. Alright, I know that wasn't 5 minutes, but the dog was really quick. So we need to get some more arrows made. And then of course need to move another 10 over. Alright, let's go hunting some bison. Let's go see if we can find some bison. Actually, it doesn't really matter, but whatever gets us meat. Bison's just going to get us the most meat. Chest. Of course. Bison's 3. Mediums, that's 5, so that's another 45, so that gets us another 32 leaves 5, 45 plus 5 is 50, so this is another 25. So let's go get some more meat. There's another buffalo. So that's 10. Unfortunately, these are only going to give like 6 or 5, something like that. That might be one of those that gives only 5, which really sucks. As big as they are, they only give 5. So buffaloes are always going to be the best. There's another buffalo. Mr. Buffalo. Backpack, 15 arrows left. Ooh, free ram. Free turtle. Too hungry. Alright, that was 20. So that's another 5 roasts or another 110 didn't hit it in the head. One shot in the head, one in the body. Puts it down. Another bison. Don't turn away from me, Mr. Bison. Don't turn away from me. Don't turn away from me. Don't turn away from me. I want to shoot you in the face. Hey buddy, did you see what I just did to your friend? I'm going to do that to you too. Another coyote. I got room for maybe one more body. Ooh, come here, Mr. Deer. Missed. Missed again. Alright, that should be enough for now. Alright, bisons there. I don't have any more deers. Need to find a spot to put them. I guess we'll put them over here in this chest. Alright, go ahead and move that down here. Move that to the back. Come back to this. So the keels that we need to make 80 of. Just require wood. Oh wait, no, that's the whole plates. That's the shipyard. Don't need the keel, we need the whole plates. Which means we need to go all the way over there. So what we need is the hull plates to use in the water wheel. We need 8 per. So we need a total of 80. Which means we need 320 hewn log. So let's queue this up. That means we need 320 hewn log. So we need 320. How many do we already have? 13. Yeah, we'll just make 320 anyway, because it's easiest for the dowel rods. Okay, so we do 320. Which means we need 640 dowel rods. 640 would be 30 of these. No, 640? 40 of these. Filling this in with food, storage. Let's eat our raw fish. So we're going to need a lot more wood over here. Need 440 just for that. Plus 80, so 520 wood that we need to make or find and toss over here. So 520. Gotta keep track of it. Nope. Yeah, we could take those. Find anything that can be picked up here, vegetable-wise. We don't want it to go to waste. Not just yet. I know this one. That one probably was not full, so, but it doesn't matter. Said 490, so this makes 450 that we still need to find. I use 410. And at 40 per trip, means we still got 10 trips to make. Nine trips. Eight trips. Oh, shut up, Wolf. Seven trips. Yes, that one was short, but we actually had room for 30 extra that we could have had. Does this leave 6 or 5? I don't remember. I lost count already without paying attention. These 3 redwoods here ought to be able to do it. While we're here, move those crabs over so that the recipe can cook them into fish, or cut them into fish and then turn them into dried fish. Crab was moving. It's making the hewn. Oh, I guess the dowels are there. We'll have to check, see how much wood we actually, if we need to cut another tree or not here in just a minute. Or if this just makes enough wood. Alright, let's check our wood count. Alright, for here we need 66 more. For here we need... Nope, we're still shy about 30. Need one more stack of 40. So we need another fir tree. Don't need a redwood. That one's too short. Let's grab this one. That should be enough wood in order to finish the keels. Or the whole planks, I should say. Not enough space. Too much crapola. Alright, we're gonna throw that over there. Gonna eat that. Gonna throw that into the canoe. We can throw this in here and mix some more. Or did we already have it all? Alright, I'll throw that back down in there. Dirt we'll throw in here. Do that, and then move these down here. Throw that in there. 40, 40, 40, 40, 40, 40, 40, 40, 40. Alright, everything's 40 after the short stacks are there. So, other fishery, yeah, it's just waiting on one regular fish. So we're looking at 62, what, 580, and we have 582. So we have enough wood. So that's all queued up. Well, it is, but it isn't. That's queued up with all its and I guess not. No, it's still making. We need our calories. where's our dried fish? Of course, I changed tabs and it finally pops up. 450 calories, and we need how many for 2,500? I shouldn't have eaten that. And now we got to run across the desert and stuff with slow speed. Well, at least we're in the grass where it's a 1, not 0.9. At least for as short a time as possible. Alright, food. Alright, so from here we need to make 10 windmills. And 10 water wheels. Oh, we just gotta bring the holes over. So because of that, over here, linen fabric, we need another 70. That's made on here, linen fabric, 70. So we need 280 yarn. So 280 means 140 crafts. And that means we need 140 flax fiber. So in order to get 140 flax fiber, we're going to need a lot more flax. So we have we need basically 400 more flax. So that means we need to take this and go looking for flax. So we need to chop about 80 of these. So we're getting 5 per. Get done with this one, we probably will have our 400. Backpack. Nope, only 200. And I don't think we're gonna get enough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. It's 15 plants. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Alright, so we're about 100 short. Yep, 102. And we don't have the room in our backpack to pick up anymore. So we'll go dump these off, come back and get about 20 more plants. And we'll be set. For our windmills. So if we go here. We need to come back over here to the butcher table and cut up some more meat. Bisons. We have 4. Medium woolly, we have 1. And the other chest is not. That one. So we had that's a medium, small, small. Okay, so we got 5 smalls. Alright, so those will go. Go ahead and put that in there. While we're here, let's drop off these huckleberries and these seeds. Drop off these here. Alright. Let's go get our other 100 flax. Alright, I need like 4 plants. There's our 100. And we need like 102. I think. Nope, we're good. We got 302, we need 399. Means we only need 97. We got 100. Come put this in here, drop this in here, drop this in here. There's that, so let's put this over here. Pull this down, throw this up here. Let's go ahead and eat some more food, which we'll have to make some more food before too much longer. We can pull these arrows and throw them on us. Alright, all that stuff stopped. Alright, so we've got butcher smalls. Smalls are going to give us 2 each, so that's 10. The woolly is going to get us 5. The bison, that's 35. 35 meat on top of whatever we already have. So it's 48, 24 more. Alright, so let's go see about digging out some of our space down here so we can dump our tailings when we get them. Problem is, this is going to be well, everything else is going on with materials. Get our 5x5 dug out, and then we'll worry about the upper levels of it. And why at 42 can this be deep enough? Because right up in here it is like 74, which is 30 tiles higher. So that means there should be no ground pollution up through that spot if this is where the stockpile is located. If you bury tailings or you put polluted water 30 tiles below the surface, you'll have no ground pollution. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, this would work so much better if I had the cart with me, but both my carts are relatively full of stone roads. So, yeah, it doesn't exactly work just right now. Diggy diggy hole, diggy diggy hole, diggy 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 hole. Damn it, hit click. Diggy diggy hole, diggy diggy hole, diggy 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 hole, hole, hole. Please release space to attach inventory or attach inventories. Yeah, it means there's just no space over there, which means we need to go do something. Like take more of the crushed rock and send it over to our engineering table so that it can continue to finish the rows that are queued up. And maybe take some of the sand that we have in storage over there, take it to the mason's table and make more mortar. Now we'll check the height of this in just a little bit. Of course, we need food now. Can't even pick up that stuff because we can't, because we're out of calories. Let's go get some food. I think we'll go around and eat some fish. And then grab some fish. So let's go down here and we'll grab this and stick it here and eat fish. And we can pull this and stick it on us. So let's grab our cart. We'll grab this and that. We could stick one more in there. Yep. How about we take some of these and throw them in there? Then we can move some more sandstone over. Throw those down there. Then we'll throw this in here. Lose some more crushed sandstone. Yay. We flipped it over in the doorway. All right, so let's move this stuff up. Move this up. Move this up. Move this up. Move this up. We got 10 and 8 and 7. Just over an hour on our time, so I'm probably going to call this one before too much longer. Just going to keep moving things around. I think our loot, there's our loot. So we're still working on that. We got a couple windmills. So we're working on those. I'm wondering if we're out of fuel on the table, on the campfire. Nope, it's just waiting on material. It's waiting on scrap meat. And that's waiting for raw roast to be made. Almost out of raw meat. So either we're taking 2 to get 4 scrap and 2 roast, or we could do the regulars and make just scrap out of them. But I'd rather have the 2 roast and have 2 less scrap. So maybe we need to get some more meat. That's saying we still need 130 scrap meat. So 130 scrap meat, huh? So looking at medium animals, which are deers and elks. Rams or goats. So if we get these 2 or bisons, we need a combination of 26, and then these count as 2. So either 13 bisons or 26 of the medium. Maybe a little bit more than that. But that'll be later for that. I am not in the mood to deal with that right now. I want to finish this up down here for our tailings. I'm going to finish up this tailings stockpile location, and 1, 2, 3. That's only 4, so I got to go up 1 more. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. I just need to pick all this up. And then we can place the stockpile that we have right here. almost done with this. Oh, this one. Alright, back up, go to 8. Yep, there we go. There's our tailing stockpile. This should be 25, 100, no, 20, 500. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 is 480 plus, oh yeah, the 2 that we knocked out at the bottom of the ramp. So, yep, that's everything. So now if we decide to come up here and we could find these wet tailings, we take them down below so that they sit too long at a height that's not considered buried, they cause ground pollution. So drop those down there. And we'll check back in a couple days when it's had a chance to see if it seeps through the soil up top. We'll know whether or not we have to drop them one more level. Thought I saw another one, but that would be the 30 concentrates that we made. So, I mean, if we went and checked for environmental data, pollution, ground pollution, there is none. If we check for debris, of course, this is where we chopped down all those trees and the little bit that we missed there and over there. Player trample, it's because we've been running around on this area all the time. Obviously. And where we'd go down into underground. And this is probably right where the corner of the ramp is. Yeah, somewhere close in here. And you can't get rid of the trample. So you can see where I've pretty much been most of the time. You can see how I've been running on the path. And mostly been in this area. You know, that's our commerce field over there. Oh wait, no, commerce field's right there. That, I don't know what that was. I don't think that was anything. I don't know why that one's like that. Had to have done something there. But there's all kinds of things you can search. But for that, I will call this an episode, and we will, next episode, we will go back over to the shipyard and pick up our hull planks, because I don't know. Nope, they've obviously finished because we don't have anything. Nope, we do have a queued project. We have We need extra calories. That's why it stopped. What? Why is it saying we're missing logs? So we still need 70 logs over there? Because it has no room to output. It's probably full. So we'll go pick up what holes are over there, and then we will bring them back here so the table can start making water wheels. While the tailoring table and the loom keep working on flax and linen. And after we get the whole planks from over here over to here, we will then go looking for more meat so we can get our lubricant. But you see how it as a single player, it takes a lot to go around and do all this by yourself. When you're playing with multiple people, everybody has their task, and it's getting done in stages from everywhere. Not just relying on one person to do everything. Having to go get wood, having to go get stone, having to go dig it deeper for a stockpile, go lay roads, go do all the stuff to make roads. It's a lot for one person to do, but I'm doing it because I've been so used to doing it. Like I said, we're still waiting on these early trees that we laid down. We really want to take these stockpiles off the surface up here, turn this into flax field so we don't have to run all the way out here to grab it. We can start farming it right here. But that is going to be in the next episode or two. So we will see what we do. And I will see everyone the next time. Enjoy your morning, your afternoon, your evening, wherever you happen to be. So until the next episode.